What's up, Darnell Mace for MMA Hawaii. Right now, what are you doing here, Alan?
I came up with Lionel Wright, my chief inspector, to shadow some of the Nevada Athletic Commission's officials because in anticipation of UFC coming to Hawaii, they've been telling me for 3 years they want to come to Hawaii, but they have to work out the logistics, and hopefully they'll come next year. I decided to come on my own dime. State's not paying for me, but I thought it was important to come and see how to run a big show since we don't have shows that large in Hawaii. I mean, 10 to 15,000 people, or if it's a little stadium, 30 to 40,000 people. You know, we never had a show anywhere close to that capacity. So I think it's important to come and see how they do it in Nevada since they've been doing it for a while.
So what type of things do you hope to pick up from the commission?
Just how they
shadow.
Nevada has a paid inspectors that are full-time state employees. Hawaii doesn't have that because we don't have enough shows, or we have really small shows. So just how they run away in, and we're not here to watch the event tomorrow night. It's more back behind the scenes, in the locker room, how they conduct themselves, how they do security, things like that. So in anticipation of us doing one in Hawaii.
Well, how big is our commission right now? How many?
There's not a commission. Again, I think that's the biggest misnomer. It's a program. When the legislature first decided to regulate MMA almost 4 years ago, at first it was to be under the boxing commission, but they didn't want it under the boxing commission because they felt that people didn't have MMA experience. That was true. So I suggested we could add more members to the boxing commission and require them to have MMA experience, and the MMA committee still said no. So it ended up being just a program. So it's not really a commission. There's no commissioners or anything. It's just me as the executive director and anybody else that helps me, such as Lionel.
And they do it for free out of the kindness of their own.
Well, Lionel gets a nominal amount that's paid by the promoter.
So the promoter pays that. So how do Hawaiians become involved with the commission, or with the program? If they want to help out, they want to learn.
They can just give me a call. Again, we're always looking for referees and judges. It's based on experience. Trouble with MMA in Hawaii, it's so new and everybody knows everybody. I have to make sure that there's no conflicts of interest. You can't be a referee or a judge if one of your fighters in your school or your dojo or your gym is fighting. And obviously that's a conflict. So that's the things that the state has to look out for, as well as the health and safety of the fighters.
So I guess going forward, what does Hawaii have to do in order to get a full commission, or are you happy with it just being a program?
The legislature makes that decision, so if they want to change it to a commission, they can. Sometimes commissions can get political because it's appointed by the governor, and sometimes the people that are appointed are not necessarily qualified, and it's because of who they know and not what they know. So it's a double-edged sword.
Here. So, and how long have you been out in Las Vegas right now?
I came in last night.
Oh wow!
And I'm leaving on Sunday. I just came for this, mainly for the weigh-in and the show tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So, have you picked up anything so far, like shadowing your Nevada?
No, not yet, because I'm going to start when they start the weigh-in at 2:30. So that's when I'll go behind the stage and see what they do. And
any advice for anyone who wants to get involved, again on the outside looking in, who are thinking, man, getting involved with the commission is sketchy. I don't know anybody. Mm-hmm. I don't train, but I think I want to get involved with this. What do you say to those guys?
They can give me a call. I can see what I can do for them. Again, most of it's based on experience because again, the sport's relatively new. It's not like boxing that's been around for 100 years. So I'd be more than happy to talk to anybody. That's my job.
So does the commission have a website? What's the best way to get in contact with you?
They can call me at 586-2701. That's my number at my office. Anytime, 7:45 to 4:30 is Monday through Friday is our office hours.
And I guess kind of going back to MMA in Hawaii, what was the last MMA or event in Hawaii that you got excited about, that got your blood, your last?
Pro Elite was, I think, different because it was a new promotion. They brought fighters from the mainland, new blood. I think in Hawaii, the amateur shows tend to have the same people over and over, and mainly because there's only a fixed pool of fighters, so it's a little hard, and it gets expensive for the promoters to fly fighters in from the mainland, although that's ideal, I think, so you have new competition, new blood. And they're supposed to do another show in end of January for the Pro Bowl, and I'm still waiting on whether that's a go or not, but that's their plan.
And I guess speaking of the Pro Bowl, or more specifically Aloha Stadium, that most likely will be the location for like UFC, you think?
That's what they're telling me, but I talked to some UFC officials actually this morning, and I said, you know, you should still consider Stan Sheriff. I noticed that Mandalay Bay holds maybe 12 to 14,000, and Stan Sheriff I think is 10 to 12, and that way you don't have to worry about weather problems if there are any.
Why Stan Sheriff over NBC?
Because I think it's bigger and it's newer, and
it does look nice. I remember the K1, they did a show there, and I got love and respect for both venues. I actually competed in the Neil Blaisdell, but after seeing K1, the show put on, K1 put on at the Stan Sheriff, I was like, wow. I mean, again, both venues would be great for TV, but I kind of agree with you on Stan Sheriff.
So again, it's up to the promoter where they want to do it. They work out the logistics and choose the venue themselves. We only step in to regulate, license them, the fighters, the officials, etc. So it's not our call with the venue. I'm just trying to help them if they need help securing a venue or talking to the right people. But I think they know what they're doing, obviously. So I'm not worried about that.
So how can everyone, you know, I guess people who are supporting the fighters, how can they keep MMA in Hawaii alive? What's the best
by
way?
Going to the shows, supporting their favorite fighters. I think that's the best thing they can do.
Thank you very much, Alan. For Alan,
you.
this is Darnell Mason, MMA Hawaii. Always real people, real fighters, real pain.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.